Dear Edith, Piaf. The moment you were born in the doorway of some long-forgotten shop, your mother screamed in agony while the pavement was the first thing to hold you. From that point on, your life was to be defined as a Molotov cocktail served in a champagne bottle. Your spirit, the bull, your body, the china shop, blinded from conitis as a child and abandoned into the hands of your grandmother's brothel where the women sold their souls in ways that made the devil wince. And as a lonely baby screaming from your crib, the angels listened in but did nothing. As your voice was that beautiful, God's ways that mysterious. Soon enough, you were 7 years old and you heard the girls calling out for a miracle many times before, but for the first time, you could finally see the heavily caked makeup of the velvet voices of the women who had raised you. It was a miracle under a godless roof, and you grew. A love for the downtrodden, the hurt, and the rejected, because that was the pain from whence you came. And you sang for the lovers that were ripped from your arms and for the ones that ripped the hearts right off your sleeve and ran away. You sang on bitter days when Hitler invaded France and on cold winter nights when lonesome bodies were left to go to bed alone. You sang. When there was nothing left for you or your country, you sang. But then, Piaf, how did you do it? I ask because I have a heart that's grown bark, carved with initials I can erase. Perpetually lonely and kept awake from nightmares of a little boy locked inside of a bedroom with tin-foiled windows, a wet bed, and a heavy-handed shadow man waiting to play patty cake with his belt. I've learned attachment issues with an obsessive mind, so I'm constantly writing "I wish you were here" postcards out of previously rehearsed apology letters, bottled up as a mixed message deep inside and thrown into the rubble of every burning bridge I've left behind, and hopefully they can breathe the smoke. Madame Piaf, this is one of those nights when lightning strikes me twice out of spite, and I'm left withdrawing into the nervous alien wearing my skin. Madame Piaf, this is one of those nights where I'm trying to pick up the pieces like fall leaves picked up by a bitter wind with hands, so I don't touch. Madame Piaf, this is one of those nights where you would have sang the loudest, where you'd have damned the demons that kept you doubting yourself at bay, and with the force of 1,000 brass bells you would have sang because you were a woman who was barely 5'1" and took the name of a sparrow because life never once took you into consideration. And you lit a candle with your voice and held it to this darkened vortex we call the earth. Madame Piaf, avec tout mon cœur, je vous remercie, parce que ta voix maintenant ce soir, mon Dieu. And it's nice to know that on nights like this, we can never be alone, so long as we have a voice and we know how to speak.